Hello, Iliana's Alliance friends and partners. I'm sitting here outside my home in the front yard of my home. It's a beautiful day here in the Northwest, which we don't get that many of this time of year. So we thought we'd film this here outside. You might hear some street noise. We're not too far from a main road, so hopefully that won't be too distracting. So what I want to share with you this time is something that I shared a little bit about on the last video, but there's some really exciting things happening since then, and I want to fill you in on those things. And again, I'm sharing things that only our staff and board have heard up to this point. So as you may recall, I spoke about an invitation we received from our country director in Haiti to put in a community center in the town in southern Haiti where we have our program. And our country director, our partner there, is a very exceptional man. His name is Siobhan June. He actually ran for the presidency of Haiti twice. He didn't win, and he's not even really a politician. He's a very humble man, loves Jesus, and loves the people of Haiti, and very respected. If you walk around Haiti, people recognize him and come up to him and want to shake his hand. So we're blessed to have a highly credible and highly respected partner there. But when we received this invitation for the community center, we knew we didn't want to do it the wrong way. And many times people will come into a developing country and they bring money and they have an idea, but it's something that's never really owned by the local people. So whatever it is they do, it's not sustainable. You know, after a certain period of time, the building they put up is being used for some other purpose, or whatever program they started just doesn't last. So we had certain specific conditions that we wanted to share with Siobhan, with the understanding that we wouldn't move forward with this unless those conditions were met. One of them would be that they would do everything they could to raise money, primarily from local churches, but also from business owners, to help with the construction of this community center and the purchase of the land. Another condition was that they would mobilize volunteers to help with the construction and also to help with the maintenance of the facility once it was constructed. And lastly, that they would mobilize volunteers to even help with the programming, because there'll be sporting activities that take place there, tutoring, that kind of thing. And there'll be people from these churches and in the community that could help with that as well. So we shared all that with Siobhan. Wendell Robinson and I, Wendell is our program director for Haiti, in an initial call, and then we followed that call up a week later with two guys that I've invited to be part of this. One is Gary Eckelman, a very gifted architect from Portland who helped design Via Esperanza in Nicaragua, and the other is Gary, now that's Gary, the other is Wilson Smith, who is a Nike designer. He's been with Nike 35 years, designed shoes for Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, Andre Agassi. He's also a trained architect. And interestingly, the Nike designers actually designed a community center they wanted to put into Haiti after the earthquake in 2010, but they didn't have strong enough relationships there, so they ended up putting it in Kenya. So now we've got Gary and Wilson very interested in this project and on the call with Siobhan. And this is just about a week ago, and I asked Siobhan, you know, I shared these conditions with you. What are you thinking at this point? So within a week, Siobhan had already met with 15 pastors in the area, and all of these churches, these 15 churches that these pastors represent, had come together in December for a Christmas concert. They had a choir, 8,000 people came, so they'd already been working together for this concert, and so the timing was really good, and Siobhan had been involved with all that, and they agreed to take up an offering the first Sunday of every month that would go toward the purchase of the land, the construction of the community center. We thought, well, maybe they could raise a few $1,000s. Haiti's such a poor country. And Siobhan said he believes they could raise as much as $30,000 over a period of months. He also said all these pastors were on board with mobilizing people to help with construction, mobilizing volunteers to help with maintenance, and also with the programming. And to top it all off, he shared with the mayor of this town about the vision for the community center, and the mayor said, well, we have this property that we were going to sell for $60,000 to $75,000, but I just want to give it to you so that you can use it for this community center. And it's on a main road, strategically located. So all these things are just converging in a relatively short amount of time, which is often the way things happen when God is in something. Things just come together. And we just have this sense, that God's fingerprints are all over this. And so Siobhan is going to be going and speaking in all these 15 churches and sharing the vision. At some point, they will be starting to take up the offerings. And then in late April, early May, Gary and Wilson, the two architects, Wendell, our program director, and I will go to Haiti, meet the various pastors, and see the property. And out of that will come a design. And I'm excited about this, not just because it's going to be a wonderful facility in that community, but because it's an opportunity to do something in a developing country the right way, where there's local people own this. They have skin in the game. It's their community. It's their community center. It's their kids. It's their families that are going to benefit from this. Forward Edge isn't even going to own this. They're going to form a small nonprofit with a board of some kind. It'll be their asset, and we're just coming alongside of them, helping to make it possible. And I think it's the kind of thing that we could replicate potentially in other places, and something that even other organizations could look at and say, that's the way to do it. That's the way to go into a developing country and help in a way that doesn't hurt, and do something in a way that's sustainable. So we're really excited about it. We'd appreciate your prayers about this project. And if you're interested in hearing more or being involved in some way, just send me an email. I'd love to talk to you about it. So there's a little bit of update, a little behind the scenes info about what's happening with Forward Edge. Thank you again for just being a part of everything God is doing through Forward Edge. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. God bless.